Kevin and I never did do a kind of a final wrap up on the Big Brother, and then someone asked me, as a matter of fact it was Claire on Instagram, she said, are you all ever going to give your final thoughts on the Big Brother, celebrity Big Brother in the UK? And so I thought, yeah, sure, we'll go ahead and do that. I didn't know if anyone would be interested since it's over with and it's kind of old news by now, but we just thought we would give you our final thoughts since this was the first time we had ever watched this version. So I loved it.
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it as much as anything.
I ate it up.
Yeah, Tammy's actually going back and watching last season.
Yes, I'm watching last season, and it is absolutely wonderful. I'm totally loving it. Yeah.
I'm not watching last season.
Yeah, no, Kevin's not watching it, but I'm watching it. I'm watching all the live from the house. I'm watching all of it. It's really, really good. So
I'll enjoy the Celebrity Brother. Don't get me wrong. There's just having the public vote on it is really just throws me off. I don't really like it necessarily. I know Tammy's awful and she doesn't care about that, but me having the public vote for it becomes a popularity contest of everybody outside.
Well, explain to people who live in the UK how we do it.
Here, they nominate two people. There's a head of household, a main person. They nominate two people, and those two people then get voted on whether they're evicted or not. You know, by their own housemates. Only the housemates vote against them.
Right, not the public. The public has absolutely nothing to do with any of it.
Right. So there's a lot more deals and conniving and strategizing and stuff like that you get in the house. I like some of the strategizing and stuff, and you have to figure out, okay, who's it best for me to take forward? This person or this person? Who's going to help me better? This person or that person? Whereas in Celebrity Big Brother, really, it's just a crapshoot. I mean, it's really
a popularity contest.
It really is. There's no way. I don't think there's anything you can do in the house besides be a decent person. I think that helps, don't you?
Yeah.
But there's nothing you can do in the house in Celebrity Big Brother to sway the votes really majorly. You know? So it's almost like it's predetermined that you're going to win from the beginning just based on your popularity out of the house. Although I think that James won, just in case, spoiler alert.
Yeah.
James won. I don't think he would have won if he hadn't been such a nice person and really handled himself well. Plus he's a good looking guy and he flirts around and he... You know,
I don't know that he flirted as much as he just went along.
He just played along with stuff.
He just went along with things.
Yeah,
he didn't argue and complain and fuss, and he was just kind of like you. You know, he was just really nice guy and gets along with everybody. I think, now that you mentioned that James won, I think it surprised me that Austin came in second.
Did me too.
I think, though, that Austin would have almost won, if not won, if he hadn't have gone off on Janice.
Yeah, and called her nasty words.
He went off on Janice and he called her, see you next Tuesday. And when you call somebody that, it's hard to come back from that. And he's called her that over and over again, and this is somebody's mother, this is someone's fiance, you know, and you can't say things like that about somebody and then bounce back from it. The cussing, I never really got used to hearing that on, you know, to me it was like I'm watching TV. I had that I'm watching TV mentality. So every time I watched it, to hear the cussing just surprised me all over again every episode. I am 43, and in 43 years of life, I had never heard a cuss word used as a verb the way that Jenna and Farrah used it. They actually used the word
Mother
effed as a verb. She mother effed you and he mother effed you. I've never heard it used as a verb. There's just like, really? You can use it that way?
Not the combination at least.
You know, just to use it like as a verb. It was just weird to hear that. So, I mean, I guess that's common in some circles. It's just not common in, our circle to hear that used. So,
but it's funny, she was picking them off. I think this person will go next. I think this person will go next. You had the last four.
The last episode, I guessed the order that they would go out of the house. I knew. Somehow I knew. I'm surprised that Jenna made it as far as she did. I just am. I just am surprised that she did. I hoped that Natasha would make it, if not to second place, then I hope that she would be in the top 3 instead of.
She was third.
Or she was third.
Yeah.
I hope that she would make it in the top 2. In the top 2. Instead of Austin, and it surprised me that Austin made it to second place. So I was surprised at Chloe, Jasmine, and Steve.
That they made it as far as they did.
That they made it as far as they did, but I was glad that they did. Yeah. I like them. I know that they got on a lot of your nerves. I know they did, and I get it. I understand your reasoning, but I just really like them. I thought they were a sweet couple. So, but this whole show to me, I told Kevin, it was like watching, if you've ever seen the movie The Running Man, it reminded me from going from our Big Brother, which is so tame over here, very controlled. The audience.
Yeah.
The audience is very, very controlled and tamed, and they have their finger on them. And over there to go to these wild,
people booing them.
Get Farrah out.
Yeah, they're very loud.
It was awesome, and the lights.
It was different.
It was different. So anyway, let me make sure I've said everything I wanted to say. My favorite thing that they did all season, and I did not plan to ask you this, so you might not feel the same. My favorite thing to watch them do all season was the spontaneous dancing. I loved it. When they had to dance to Scoop's song.
When they'd wake them up in the middle of the night.
And Natasha would be doing this. And I don't know what that means. Because Kevin had to explain to me what this means. Because I didn't know what that meant. I didn't know that had a meaning. But Natasha would do this. And I don't know what that means when you're dancing.
I guess brush it off.
But she would do that the entire time. Do you have a favorite thing that you watched?
No, that was pretty fun when they did that. I liked when they played the Truth and Dare game, going around in the circle playing Truth or Dare.
Yeah,
that was kind of fun.
That was fun.
They don't do enough games. They do competitions, but there's always an outcome to them.
Right.
Just for them to go around and have fun.
Just to play.
Yeah, they don't do a lot of that over here. No. So that would be fun to do. They used to do things like luxury competitions and...
Yeah, like they would win clothes.
Yeah, and they may do that kind of stuff now, but they've cut it. It's gotten to the point where the Big Brother over here, it's very repetitive almost. It's you go to this competition this day, you have a veto competition that day, you have a eviction competition that day, and then it repeats. And
it's a formula.
And they quit all, and then it's talk, strategize, and they got rid of all the other stuff where you get to know some of the characters a little bit, or some of the players, I guess.
Right.
They did get rid of a lot of that. I don't know why they ever got rid of that, because that was parts that I enjoyed, and they got rid of them completely.
Fun.
So now it's just contest, strategize, gone.
Right.
Contest, strategize, gone, and they don't get anything. You don't hear about anybody anymore.
No. It did surprise me how, because they do let the crowd go wild and they let them say whatever they want and stuff on TV, it did surprise me with how strict Big Brother is with them. For example,
here or
there in the UK, just like when they were doing that pillow fight in the bedroom.
Oh yeah, tell them to put the pillows down.
Yes, and I'm really saying that because I'm watching last season. See, Kevin doesn't know about this, but I've told him they have sent several people. It just shocked me that they sent several people home almost right away. And it, there were reasons behind it, but I mean, they only put up with so much, and then it's like, you know, we told you the rules when you came in. We've tried to give you a chance and be fair with you. Sorry, you can't play. You go home. And I mean, I think it's good that they are that way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then James and Natasha was just having a pillow fight, and they said stop and put the pillow down. And,
they wanted to make sure that nobody got hurt.
That's right.
I liked it when they were doing the hide and seek, and James got under the bed. Because I was thinking the whole time that I've been watching it, I would play hide and go seek. That would be my game to play because I like playing it with Gavin, and it was fun to finally see them play a game. But the characters that I'm seeing from last season, they're a lot of fun to watch too. I'm enjoying it quite a bit, and I've heard that even the season before that, the 2013, I guess, that was a good group too. So I know who won that season. I don't know who won this season that I'm watching currently, but I do know who won before that just because it's been mentioned on what's Bit on the Side. And we did start watching a lot of those Bit on the Sides. At first I said we watched a couple, I don't think we're gonna watch it. We did end up watching that a lot more.
Probably about half of them.
And he is just, what is his name? He is so fun. Reese. He is so fun to watch. I really enjoy him. He has these long legs, like a granddaddy long leg, and he comes down those stairs dancing, and he's just...
He was on X Factor, just in case you never looked him up.
We looked him up. Oh my gosh, Kevin looked him up.
It's hilarious watching his. He's not a great singer, but he's a heck of a showman.
It was the hair. The hair, I can't believe that he made it as far as he did with the hair that he went in with.
Blonde.
If you haven't looked that up, if you're here in the United States and you have not looked him up, please do so.
Look him up. Whatever his name is, X Factor.
Oh my gosh. And the blonde, you just have to look
He's a heck of a showman, that's for sure.
But there's some good characters in last season. And anyway, we enjoyed it very much. If it comes on again... please let us know because I definitely want to see it. Don't you want to see it if it goes on? It would be interesting.
Assuming I know anybody.
I know. I can't wait to see who they'll get. I would go. Would you go?
No.
You wouldn't go? I would go in a heartbeat. Why wouldn't you go? Really?
No, I don't think so. Not my kind of house.
Really? Oh, I would go. I would go in a minute.
I'd be like Sherry. I'd be crying and cleaning the whole time.
Sherry.
Not Sherry. Who was the one? Gail. I'd be like Gail. I'd be crying and cleaning.
Okay, just
they'd be screaming at each other. It upset me, and then I'd be cleaning.
I wish I could remember his name. There was a man, and he's I guess he's the comedian, but he's on the last season that you're not watching. That's all the man does. I promise you. He cleans in the kitchen. That's
what I would do. That would just keep me going. I mean, I would be bored out on
literally every time they cut to him, he's cleaning, and I'm thinking he's gonna run out of things to clean soon. He doesn't, because then he gets the spray bottle and he's like finding things to clean. But he's hilarious. He told this joke. He said, I went to the doctor and I told the doctor, I've got lettuce coming out of my bum. And the doctor looked at it and said, oh no, you haven't seen the half of it. That's only the tip of the iceberg.
That's awful. That sounds like a second grader joke.
He's old school, but I'm the tip of the iceberg. I thought it was funny.
On that
note, we will see you next season for more of Big Brother Talk. Hopefully you enjoyed.